Hello, everyone. Diana Rankin here with Piper, who's right here underneath my chair practically. And she's looking with that sweet little face that she has that gives me such pleasure. And she's saying, "Do you have a treat for me, Mom?" Maybe she'll go over on her bed shortly and you'll be able to see her. We are going to talk about healing today. And I want to first of all say hello, Sheila. She says, "Hello, Diana and Piper. I hope you're doing well. Hello from Amsterdam." And excuse me, we are having an absolutely beautiful day. It is fall, so we're well into autumn, and it's a little chilly today, but absolutely beautiful. You can see the sun out there. And yes, I do pull the blinds down in the winter just at night to preserve the heat. Rush says, "Hello, Diana, Piper, and friends." Well, it's so exciting for me that those of you who can come live, I'm so grateful. So we are going to talk about healing our bodies today. And we have a couple of questions here. And I thank you for your questions. Those of you who have a question, if you would just put it in the comments below, I'll pick it up. Or if you prefer, this is fine too. Email it to me. My email is right below this video. We'll also get a message from Phillip, who is my spirit guide. And as you know, Phillip's the one who answers the questions. I'm just his secretary in the sense that I just write out the answers. So Phillip will tell us the answers shortly. But this is the Master's Book of Answers. It's one of my books. For all of my books, some are out of print, but for all of them, they are listed on my website. Just go to my website, which is just my name, dianarankin.com. Click on books and you'll see my other books as well. But this is just an oracle book. Each page has a wisdom on it, and we will get our wisdom for the week right after I read you what Phillip has to say here. Hello, Gaida. She says, "Hello, everyone from Gaida in Woodridge, Illinois." And I bet it's a little bit colder there even than it is here. We are here in the States experiencing winter. And for those of you worldwide, I know you are concerned about our upcoming election. Well, you know what? So are we. Next week, we will do the predictions for November. We'll see what they say. I don't know that there'll be too many surprises because I think we can all kind of see what's coming. And what is coming is this won't be the easiest month coming up, especially for those of us in the U.S. And Phillip has made predictions about what's coming and who's going to win the election and all that. So I'll leave that for next week, or you can go back and look at other predictions. Anyway, we are going to get busy here on Phillip's wisdom for the questions that a viewer had. Can we heal our own bodies without traditional medical help? Question 1. Question 2, can those who claim to be healers, can healers heal our bodies? And hello, Judy says, "Hi, Diana and Phillip," with lots of hearts. We're getting hearts and love. And believe me, you guys, I couldn't do this without you. I really can't, because I'm sitting here staring at myself. It's much easier to look at human beings in an audience, and I can't see your pictures, but this does allow me to reach so many more people than if I'm standing in front of a live audience, including like Sheila from Amsterdam and Gilda from Illinois, because I haven't spoken in Chicago for a long time. So I'm really grateful for that. And I do want to tell you, Sacred Circle by Zoom is coming up next Friday. So if you're interested, again, go to my website, Sacred Circle. You do get a psychic message, a private one, but it's also everybody's message, even though they're private, and we won't interfere with your privacy, but the messages tend to be universal. And it's a beautiful, small community. And I say small because we're not 40 or 50 people even. We're smaller than that. And there is room for more. There is room for some growth, but I try to keep it this. If we get over 25, then I would do more than one night, just to keep it smaller. So we also have a story. We do a meditation, and everybody's message from Phillip, the psychic message, has meaning for everybody else often. So if you're interested, it's only $20. Also, my newsletter, it's free. It comes out every Friday. You can sign up for that on my website and go to my blog. Lots of good information there. So here we go. Can we heal our own bodies without traditional medical help? Can those who claim to be healers heal our bodies? Here's what Phillip has to say about all this. The answer to both questions is both yes and no. Of course, that's Phillip, right? Let us explain why we say this. Yes, it is quite possible to heal one's own body, but few people are capable of doing so. To heal oneself, one must be in the belief they can and be, they must be in the belief they can heal their body and be spiritually advanced, which requires the life is lived from the spirit rather than just the human self. And I will say, when I was writing that, I was feeling that's a pretty difficult thing to really fully achieve. And it reminds me of like bifurcation. How many of us are aware that we can bifurcate even? So it really takes the most highly advanced individual. And I don't think, I think we're talking about maybe a master, and the rest of us are just masters in training. Phillip goes on to say, there are those who think they can, but this mere thought comes from the human ego, okay, not the spirit mind. So therefore, if you think you can, you probably can't. And those who do don't really think about they can. They just do, okay? So Phillip is saying that if you think you can, it's probably coming from the ego. But he does give us some hope here. If you wish to experiment, the next time you have a minor cut or ache, concentrate on healing. Simply see the energy reforming into the healed pattern. Call on your inner healer and spirit to help you. See the cut healed or the ache healed. My inner healer is Isadora, and she will help me heal, but instantaneously, no. And there are reasons for that too. If you are able to believe, really believe, then you might be successful. You have proven to yourself you can heal yourself. So what he is saying is the next time you nick a finger or a place on your arm or something, or you have a minor ache, see about healing it. See the energy, and everything's energy. And so you can feel the energy by doing this. And then you can take your right hand, or your left hand is even better because that's coming from the right brain. And then you can just move the energy around that particular, let's say I cut the back of my hand, a little nick here, and I can just move that energy around. I like to do the, I call it the sideways 8, the infinity sign, and that you'll see the healing starting to take place, but you got to believe it, and then move that energy around, and you will prove to yourself, yes, you can heal yourself. However, don't stop there, because Phillip goes on to say, this said, if you are able to believe, really believe, then you might be successful. You have proven to yourself you can heal yourself. This said does not take away the need to work with medical persons such as traditional doctors and nurses. What healing a minor cut shows is that you are your own healer, that no one can heal you without your help. That's a very, very important. Let me reread that. What healing a minor cut shows is that you are your own healer, that no one can heal you without your help. Phillip goes on to say, you must believe you are able to heal yourself, just as you must believe those people, such as doctors, nurses, healers, including energy healers, sound healing, salts, medicines, traditional, as well as herbal medications, Ayurveda medicines, chants, and so on, will aid your healing. So what Phillip is saying here is we must believe we can heal ourselves. And he gave us a method of proving that we can heal ourselves even before any traditional or energy healer can help us heal. So we have to believe we can heal the body. Once we believe we can heal the body, then we can work with the medicine people of all beliefs. And that's how we start healing. So we have to believe it first. Without your belief in the healing, no one and nothing can heal you. To heal, you must believe in the healing, which includes your belief in yourself and all that which aids you. In addition to belief in the healing and those who aid you and that which aids you. So whether it's a being, a human person, or a medicine of some sort, you must also want to heal. Without the desire to heal, healing will not take place. It must be said that illness and bodily harm has a purpose in human life. What you think of as healings may not be what it is. This is important, this information coming up. Please listen. The body can be a teacher if you allow it to be. The healing of the emotional trauma or thought pattern that brought on the illness or body damage needs to be healed for the body to be healed. The body healing may not look like the body did prior to the illness or body damage. This does not mean the body is not healed. It means there is a higher purpose for your new life. An illness may be brought into this life from the last. Well, before I go into that, I want to come back to this. There's a higher purpose for your illness, and it may be to heal an old pattern, but it may be totally something completely new. And when I wrote that, I was thinking about someone who lost the use of their legs, for example, and became a paraplegic. There's still a higher purpose. They may never get the use of their legs back. So they have to look and find that higher purpose. And it may simply be to help somebody else. And this could be a past life, what we call past lives. This could be a past life. If you have an ongoing illness, it may be that you are to heal that illness and then you can help others heal. Or it may be that you're to live with that illness because it keeps you from being so busy and it gives you more time just to meditate and be with yourself. Or it gives you more empathy for others who have an illness. So, I mean, I could go on and on and on, but you get the idea. There's a purpose for the illness. Now, let me go on with what Phillip has to say here. An illness may be brought into this life from the last life experience. Children who have cancer in this life are often ones who died of cancer in their last life. As they heal in this life, they also heal the last life. So you may have an illness that you brought into this life as well. Phillip says, as we say these words, we trust we have helped you understand healing is much greater than changing a few human body cells. He's saying healing is so big. It is much, much more than just changing, than just a little healing on the body. Healing requires belief. Yes, we have to believe we can heal. It also requires a deep understanding of the thought patterns that brought on the illness or body damage. So what gave you the thought pattern? What is that about? For example, I know I don't look like a motorcycle rider, but I used to love to ride my motorcycle. I loved the wind. I loved being out there on back roads. And I always knew, and there's an old saying, if you ride a motorcycle, you're going to fall. Well, I had a bad one time. I didn't get home for a couple of months, and it's the first broken bone I had, and there were 7 broken bones. It was one of the most meaningful times in my life because I had to stop. People took care of everything for me. Somebody came, my friend Mindy came every day. She lived a couple of miles away and she came every day to my house and fed my animals. My brother came up from Florida to Ohio and stayed with me and took care of finances for me. My nephew, Michael, took care of all the legal stuff because he's an attorney. I could go on and on and on. I mean, at the hospital, at the nursing home, everybody kept saying, "You have so many friends," and I think that was one of the big things that I really learned. I was so used to taking care of people, and here I couldn't even take care of myself. But all these beautiful family members, my other nieces, all these beautiful family members. I mean, my niece Connie and Gail showed up at the hospital. It goes on and on. My friends I was never alone because as long as there were visiting hours, my friends were there. People gave me money to pay for things. I didn't have to take care of anyone. Even my beloved animals were taken care of. That taught me a lot. But I had to let go first. And I wasn't about to let go. I wasn't about to slow down until I had to. So healing requires belief that we can heal the body, yes. It also requires a deep understanding of the thought pattern that brought on the illness or body damage. And it requires an understanding of the gifts the body brings to you for you to fulfill your soul's mission and live your best life. So I'm going to repeat this. Healing is much more than just healing a couple of cells in the body. It requires belief that yes, we can heal the body. And yes, we should accept that help that comes to us, whether from doctors, Ayurvedic medicine, herbal medicine, traditional medicine, whether from a healer, a massage therapist, et cetera, et cetera. Accept the help. But it starts with us believing we're going to heal and wanting to heal. I think that wanting to heal is big too, but believing we can. And then it requires a deep understanding of the thought pattern that brought on the illness or body damage. And remember, that can come from another life. And it requires an understanding of the gifts the body brings to you for you to fulfill your soul's mission and live your best life. Let's get our message, shall we? I'm hearing right. If you heard right, we're just in sync intuitively, and that's our message for everyone for the week. But if you heard left, that's a message you need to pay attention to. So right, it's page 351. That which you see around you represents the thoughts you have used to create your world. That which you see around you represents the thoughts you have used to create your world. You know, you can look at my office and see what I have. Well, you can't really see the books right now, but I have music, I have books, I have the beautiful prayer circles, the dream circle. I call it the prayer circle, the dream circle here. I have my doggie, I have tea, I have candles, I have pens and books and journals. I have plants and flowers and sunshine. I am so blessed. I have gifts from so many. And my friend, I'll be 79 in a couple of weeks, as you know. And I just want to say, this is the work we do. Easy? I don't think so. But it is the work we do. And as we heal the world. Sheila says, hello, everyone, and lots of stars and hearts. And she says, interesting necklace, Diana. Well, this is just a feather. And this is one of when I used to do the weekend workshop, blue feathers had a lot of meaning for us. So I would always give someone a piece of jewelry to wear. And this is one of the pieces. And this one, I don't know if you can see this up close. I can't take it off that quickly, but this is a wolf with a woman underneath the wolf. Wolf is about teacher. And I don't know if you can see over my shoulder here. Wolf is right there, along with Black Panther. Those are two of my totems. So if you heard left, which is page 350, You can give away only that which you possess. You can give away only that which you possess. And I want to say, putting that into our theme today, if you possess what illness really feels like and you really know what illness is, you can help others. Because if you don't have an understanding of illness, you're not going to have the energy of it. And if you don't have the energy of something, nobody's going to pay attention to what you're saying. They want somebody who understands their illness. So if you have an illness, maybe it's to help others heal. Sheila says, oh, that's beautiful. She's talking about the necklace. And thank you, Diana, for sharing your experience. And this is Judy. Says, thank you for sharing your experiences, Diana. Thank you, Judy. Thank you all for being here. And again, a reminder, if you heard left, you can give away only that which you possess. And the message for all of us, that which you see around you represents the thoughts you have used to create your world. So, my friends, let's create a world of love, starting with who we have to love first. Guess who? Ourselves. Check out my moments of joy and then find your own. I love you, my friends. See you next week for our November predictions. And thank you for those of you who come live. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. And thank you for those of you who can't come live. Leave your comments below. And don't forget to email me your questions. Keep them of a general nature to our whole audience. If you have private questions, get a hold of me and we'll set up a session. I love you. Thank you for loving yourselves and our world. Thank you.